Okay, we're going to be lying on our backs. I've got a band here and I've got a cushion, so if you want your cushion to rest your head on, that's fine. If you haven't got a band, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to give two alternatives. It's just giving people who have got a band a bit of opportunity to use them. So, first of all, you're going to take your position up, your default Pilates position. So you have the natural curve of the back. Just really check that your feet, knees are in line with your hips. Tailbone on the mat, lower back really settled and quite long. You've got that little natural curve in the middle of the back, but don't shorten that section, it's still quite long, so just a little breath of air underneath it. Upper back really settled, and just take a few nice deep wide breaths. Just make sure you've got that connection of the abdominals to protect everything. So I'm going to show you the option without a band first. Breathing wide and full. So you inhale to prepare. Exhale as you lift one knee up above the hip. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the second leg up. You can straighten the legs as much as you feel you can and just hold on to the backs of the legs to ensure that the knees stay above the hips. So as we go through this, some people might end up straightening the legs a little bit more as they get a little bit more stretched. So you're going to hold on to the back of one leg, and as you exhale, lower the other leg towards the floor. Inhale up, swap your hands over, and exhale on the other side. So as you lower the leg and take it further away from your centre, you'll feel the challenge through those deep abdominals. They might need to engage slightly more to protect you. Make sure it's not causing your neck and shoulders to strain. So it's like it is your scissors, but however straight the leg is in the air, try and maintain that straightness. As the leg goes away, you can possibly straighten it a little bit more even. So this is option one. So continue with that if you do not have a band. If you have a band, just have it single length and just place your feet in it. And your legs are in the air. Just hold it nice and securely over your tummy. You've got a little bit of stretch in it, but there's enough give so your legs can move. I'm just going to put a little cushion at the back of my head, just my neck feels a little bit stressed. So, as you exhale, they both start to go away. So, just go as far as you feel you can without pulling this lower back away from the mat. And inhale up. If you have any lower back issues, and you do choose to do this one, don't go too low. Really be aware of what is happening through those non-moving parts. If you find it's a little bit too much, then continue doing what we were doing earlier, one leg at a time, or have the band around one foot and just take that one away and do that maybe 5 times and then change legs. So they are your options. Once you've done 5, you swap over, do the other side. You continue doing both legs going away into a double leg extension, or you don't have a band and you hold on to one leg and take it away. So there should be something there for everybody. Just do 4 or 5 more for me, please. Now steady breathing out as you go away. Couple more. Really challenging those deep stabilizing muscles. After your final one, you just bring them in for a little hug. We're going to do a little stretch, and you can have a band and use it, or even a scarf or something, or not bother, okay? So we're going to extend one leg along the floor and take the other leg into the air. You can put the opposite hand on the outside of that leg, so you don't actually need a band if you don't have one. If you do have a band, place it around your foot and hold on to it. So if you've got a band, you're holding the band with the opposite arm, yeah? So the other arm is out to the side, and you're going to take the leg across. But try not to rotate the pelvis for the moment. I'm just going to show you with a band. You would just be pulling on that leg gently. Try not to let it drop below the line of the hip. Keep it over the pelvis. So now you're stretching the outside of that lifted leg down your ITB, your iliotibial band, and into your abductors. Now we're going to change this. You're going to allow the hips to twist. So you've either got the band or you're just pulling on the leg. Hips twist, body rotates, but try and keep the other shoulder on the mat. So you're either there or you're holding the band and pulling it. Go as far as you feel you can. And bring it all the way out. So that's quite extreme, that stretch. So you go on to the other side. If you have a band, you're there ready. Yeah? Opposite hand on the band. If you don't have a band, hand on the outside of that leg. And just take it across. And you want to feel your hip bones are facing upwards at first. Maybe a bit of shaking going on. Okay, holding it there for another breath. And then pull it with the band or push it with the hand further. Further, the hips rotate, your ribs rotate, your upper body, but don't let the shoulder come off the mat. And bring it all the way back and release and put it down. Now come back to your starting position here, feet on the floor. Again, have your cushion if you need it or take it away if you don't. We're going to do 100 set-ups. 100 is a traditional Pilates movement, and this is kind of a preparation for it. So feel that strength yet calmness through the centre. And extend one leg away, just about 3 to 4 inches off the floor. Nothing else should have moved. And just hold it there, breathing wide and full. Not allowing the tummy or the stomach to get involved in the breath. Keep that in. If you want more of a challenge, you lift the other leg to tabletop and hold it there. But this is quite challenging because you don't want that lower back to pull away from the floor. So if you want to, keep that foot down. Hold it there, a few more breaths. Still, strong, connected and calm. And then you inhale, and as you exhale, lift the head up, nod the chin forward, slightly lift the upper back, but keep the tips of the scapula on the floor. Hold that position there. hollowed out through your tummy. Back of the waist is long now, and it's gently grazing the mat. Don't force it, but it will have come closer to the mat. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug it in and relax. So we're going to go on to the other side. Come into your starting position. Extend the leg, the other leg away, 3 to 4 inches off the floor. Make sure your shoulders are down. Choose how you want your arms so you can keep the shoulders back and down. Rib cage nice and settled on the mat. Nice natural curve, nice connection of the abdominals. Lower back settled and tailbone on the mat. Take a few nice deep wide breaths. Remember, if you want, you can lift that other leg into tabletop, but it may be enough just to hold it here. Make sure you don't feel any unwanted tensions building up anywhere they shouldn't. One more breath. You inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, lift the head, nod the chin to the chest, slightly lift the upper back. So your gaze is opposite your foot. Holding it there, long through the back of the waist. Abdominals in and hollowed out through your centre. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And bring it in and relax.